So we end our season with Ah Sahm having really been run through the mill, and it was really important for us to see him become one of the laborers struggling to make a living, and what the immigrant experience is like for people who don't have his skill set.
He thinks this is where I deserve to be. I can't fight. I can't be as good as I thought I was if I lost.
You got your ass kicked. It happens, but I'm not buying this whole coolie act.
Chow sees in him somebody that doesn't necessarily explicitly remind him of himself, but whose struggles perhaps echo some of his struggles.
Warriors have only two paths: get killed or get better.
He starts to see and really feel what his fellow countrymen are going through at the time. He starts to maybe see a reason to fight.
We were really excited to shoot the fight in the factory in episode 10. For me, that was a tribute to a big fight underground in Enter the Dragon, and we really wanted to give the final nod to Bruce Lee as we ended the series.
If you're doing a big group fight scene, you go, well, no, I'm gonna punch that guy in the jaw, kick him in the face, turn around. He's got a baton, so I'm gonna kick the hell out of him, boom, 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 and then do a back kick.
There's so many moving parts. There's wooden poles, there's fire pits, there's cranes with metal piping on it. It's just insane.
Probably 15 Irish guys fighting or something. So for me, that's, oh, this is new, this is crazy.
Probably the best fight in the show.
Sam's going to be a handful for Leary, but Leary doesn't go into a fight thinking he's going to lose against anyone.
I'm gonna find you. I hope so.
And I guess it suggests what's to come.
All of the characters by the end of the season end up exactly where they're supposed to. They all have their points of view completely turned on their heads.
It's my job to keep the Chinese in Chinatown.
We really wanted to leave Bill in a really tragic space, and the idea that he's become the new Damon, the ultimate low for a guy in his position.
So he's working now for the most violent gangsters. He also works for the head of the Irish mafia, and he also works for the police force. Probably the scariest thing is he doesn't really want to work for anyone.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I just stopped in on an old friend.
By the end of the season, I think Lee has a great understanding of what to do in Chinatown, but he's not naive anymore. He's willing to accept that there are some questionable people, but maybe I could use them to do the right thing.
By the end of the season, there's a huge amount of upheaval that's happened in a relatively short amount of time. We've built a lot of pressure.
We've obviously conceded a lot to the Long Z, and I see that my father is diminishing. We are kind of a little bit on our back foot. However, the real win is that I get Assam back, because that means there's going to be a war.
This agreement was a victory for your Tong. I won't stop until I have your pretty little head on this table.
There's so many things left undone in this final chapter. I mean, because she's gotten here, and you think, oh, that's it. Now there's all these other conflicts that are coming up.
You're just a Chinese woman. You could disappear tomorrow.
Congratulations on your power, but you step out of Chinatown and what are you? Nothing.
Trust me, I'm just getting warmed up.
Similar to the scene in the carriage with Mei Ling. My favorite scene that's written is in the cigar bar with Penny and Buckley. There is that mutual respect.
We need protection. I thought I might cut out the middleman.
That determination starts to show itself in Penny. She knows that she's going to have to make some shady deals. It's going to compromise her moral core that really has driven her through the first season.
And he realizes that she's a lot stronger than he made her out to be, or than he assumed she was.
The women on the show are very strong, and I think they realize that they have to be, because when you want something in this world, you either take it or you starve.
We see Toy at the end of the season reuniting with Ah Sahm. When he shows up in her brothel again, they not only mend fences, but it's established that he now understands why she's looking at the bigger picture of what's happening in their community.
I figured you could use some help now and then. You know, fighting back.
And he's the one who now comes to Ah Toy saying, what do you need? I'm in.
Like you said, it's a fight we can't win.
It's okay. I'm getting used to losing.
I think he found that to be a warrior, and this isn't Bruce Lee's philosophy, we have to help people. We have to fight the oppressor.
It's gonna get messy.
Probably.